Hello dear students, welcome to the English session. Our topic for the day is voice, active and passive voice. What do we mean by voice? In English grammar, voice refers to the relationship between the subject of a sentence and the verb. Now, let us take a look at these two sentences. The first sentence is Jim composed a song. The second sentence, a song was composed by Jim. Do you find any difference between these two sentences? In fact, if we talk about the meaning, there is no difference. However, if we look at the structure, they are different. Here, if we divide the sentence into three parts, it will be subject, verb and object. Let us divide this sentence also. It will be subject, verb, object. Now, take a look at these two sentences. Here, the subject is Jim, but in this sentence, the subject has come to the place of object. Whereas, the subject of this sentence was the object of the first sentence. Now, the first sentence emphasizes the doer. Who is the doer? Who is making the action of composing a song? Jim. So, if the doer of the sentence is also the subject of that sentence, we say the sentence is in active voice, whereas the second sentence is in passive voice. So, we can say that there are two types of voice, active voice and passive voice. Let us take a deeper look at these two voices further. So, let us talk about active voice first. The active voice is that form of the verb that emphasizes the subject. For example, he plays football. Here, the subject is he, and he is also the doer of the verb, that is play. It focuses on the subject and the action being performed. Now, talking about passive voice, that form of the verb that emphasizes the object, that is the receiver of the action rather than the subject. For example, football is played by him. In this sentence, the subject is football, which is not the doer of the verb play. This form of voice focuses on the object and the action received. Notice how in the active voice the focus is on who is doing the action, while in the passive voice the focus shifts to what is happening to the object. Now that we talked about active voice and passive voice, let us try to understand their uses. To begin with, let us talk about active voice. So, the active voice is used when we are talking about more direct and concise writing. Generally, this voice is used in most of the writing. For example, the chef prepared the meal. It is easier to understand often because it is more clear and engaging. For example, the dog bit the postman. It is more forceful and impactful. For example, the hurricane destroyed the city. Now, let us talk about passive voice. We use passive voice when the performer of the action is unknown or unimportant. For example, the castle was built in the 1800s. The performer of the action is obvious. For example, he was elected as the MLA, or the result is more important than the performer of the action. For example, thousands of lives were affected by the earthquake. Now, let us take a look at some of the examples. So, the first example is he scolds me. This is in active voice. In passive voice, what we will say? I am scolded by him. Second, what are you doing? So, we will say what is being done by you in passive voice. I have not bought it. It has not been bought by me. He gave me a pen. I was given a pen by him, or we can say a pen was given to me by him. Mason was riding a bike. A bike was being ridden by Mason. Next sentence is, they had wasted their money. Their money had been wasted by them. He will do it. It will be done by him. Now, we move to the end of our session today, and I am going to leave you with a task. The task is that you have to identify the voice in these sentences. Try to do this, and we'll meet in the next session. Take care.